My friends, it just keeps happening. A perfect shot has been pulled off in Pokémon Snap, this time of the Pokémon Porygon on the River stage. Indeed, the Pokémon Snap legend himself, Fekaterigo, has done it again. Seeing this picture literally took my breath away, and since my last Pokémon Snap video was a little bit long, we're just gonna get right into it today, baby.
Here we go!
So Porygon appears at the end of the River stage, the 4th stage in Pokémon Snap. There's an interesting mechanic to Porygon where he's hiding inside the earthy walls of the course, and you need to throw a Pester Ball at him to cause him to jump out and be photographable. Not only that, but you need to throw another Pester Ball at him to cause him to lose his green or brown earthy texture. And it is only this way, when we have him in his classic pink and blue form, that we can achieve the highest pose score points, which is of course integral to a good high-scoring Porygon. Porygon's best pose is a simple one. It's just him reacting to being thrown an apple. Porygon's in particular is pretty cute. He gets all happy and then levitates and spins around. You know, who doesn't love that? Apple reactions are a pretty common best pose among Pokemon in the game. However, Porygon has this unique twist to his apple eating pose score. If he's in his earthen colors, the apple reaction will only net a pose score of 1000. However, if you Pester Ball Porygon to shake off the earthen colors, now in his traditional look, now you can get 1400 pose points when Porygon reacts to eating the apple. Okay, so that's all great, and in theory, a perfect Porygon in brown or green would get you 1000 size, 1000 pose, doubled for good technique to 4000 points. However, a perfect Porygon in his classic colors gets you 1000 size, 1400 points, double to 4800 points. And here's an example of what that picture looks like. But of course, as I mentioned, there are 2 Porygon in this area, and the most bonus points you can get for having a friend Pokemon in the picture is another 1000 per friend. It basically just scores their size, regardless of anything else. So in theory, the best possible Porygon score you could get would be 5800, that being 4800 for a perfect main subject Porygon, and another 1000 for a perfect second Porygon. The record for many years had been 5780, so pretty darn close, getting either a 990 main Porygon size or a 980 secondary Porygon size, but no double perfect. My friends, is a 5800 Porygon possible? This sort of thing, the double perfect shot, has never been done before, and I think it's important to check out a couple other Pokemon in the game to examine just why such a thing is so difficult. Electrode is a great example of a 2 Pokemon image. The world record is 5240, a 1000 main Electrode size, 1200 pose score, doubled to 4400, plus 840 for the friend Electrode bonus. You can see the secondary Electrode is just much smaller than the main subject, and if we were to take the 1000 size Electrode, double him, and try to fit him in the frame, well, he just doesn't fit. So a perfect double Electrode may not be possible. Perhaps one day there will be a different angle or setup or something found to squeeze out a few more points from the friend Electrode, but for now, 5240 remains the world record out of a theoretical 5400. Now, that's not to say a double 1000 is impossible for every Pokemon. Some Pokemon take up much less space in the frame for a perfect 1000. You'll see what I mean. Magmar is another good one to examine, and one we're much closer to getting the perfect double Magmar. You get an 800 point special bonus for fighting Magmar, which is pretty cool. Then you get 1000 main size, 1200 for the blasting fire pose, which adds up to 6000 points. A theoretical 1000 size friend Magmar would give 7000 points, yet the world record today stands at 6980. So close, and the 7000 Magmar is probably one of the golden grails of Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64, if such a thing is possible. Again, it's very hard to confirm whether or not 2 1000 Magmars can fit in the frame. We've seen a 1000 main and a 980 secondary, and we've seen a 990 main and 980 secondary, but never 2 1000s in the same picture, so who knows? And this sort of uncertainty was also a challenge when trying to get the double perfect Porygon picture, but Fekaterigo went for it. He had achieved 5790 by this point, which is always a 1000 main Porygon and 990 secondary, and he had duplicated this 16 times in fact. But then, finally, he snapped this picture.
Yes.
Now that's truly and utterly remarkable. I mean, my jaw dropped when I saw the score on this one, knowing just how magical and perfect it really is. You know, this isn't a rare reaction with Fekaterigo. I felt the same way when I saw his Muck improvement. And I know it sounds kind of crazy to think that a man could be so shocked and stunned by just seeing a simple Pokemon snapshot, but I think with the context at hand, it's understandable. And that's why I love sharing these stories with you. Fekaterigo has done it again, this time with the double perfect Porygon. A truly remarkable speedrun, or Pokemon snapshot. There is one final theoretical twist to Porygon which I want to mention, and by theoretical I mean so theoretical that I don't think anything will ever come of it. This is like Triforce in Zelda tier, theorizing of something entirely speculative and certainly almost impossible. However, there does exist a third Porygon on the stage. His nose is just sticking out above this button, so you pester ball him to release him from the earth, or you get a cutscene where Porygon flies out onto the button, opening a gate, revealing the cave stage. This is how you normally progress through the game. Now the key point is that there is this third Porygon on the stage. The moment you release him, you get a level ending cutscene, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I'm not even sure that his nose nub registers as bonus friend points. Not to mention, there's not really a good workable angle where you could possibly photograph the two usual Porygon and get the third Porygon's nose stub in the background, even if that did count as bonus points. So yeah, this third Porygon theory is almost certainly just that. A theory, if not a fantasy. But it is worth a mention for completion's sake. So, there's the story of Fekaterigo's perfect double Porygon, 5,800 points, a new world record. Truly, truly remarkable. He just keeps doing it, and I love seeing a master at work. What will he do next? Only time will tell, but it's likely to be another jaw-dropping, incredible score. Hey, let me know what you think about this shorter kind of video. I don't think I've uploaded a sub 10-minute video since posting Mario Golf highlights like 12 years ago, and I have no idea what it will do to the algorithm, so a like and a comment would always help. Also, check out the Speedlore channel on YouTube and Patreon. I've just uploaded a brand new episode there about the world record history of Facility and Frigate DLTK. So, with all that being said, thanks for watching, my friends, stay true, and I'll see you in the next stream or video.